Hey guys, today on Low Carb with Jennifer, I'm going to show you how I make a delicious, super moist turkey meatloaf. It's like a traditional meatloaf. You're going to definitely want to make this any day of the week. Okay, so the trick to making really delicious turkey meatloaf is to not use that dry, fat, almost 99% fat-free turkey, ground turkey. You want to find a ground turkey that's about 85% lean, so it would be an 85-15 ratio of lean to fat. So it's going to just make your meatloaf so moist and keto friendly. So some people, you could do this recipe with ground beef, but some people don't like ground beef. Maybe you just really like ground turkey. This is the perfect recipe for you. So we're gonna put in this recipe. I've already got some onions and garlic that I sauteed in a skillet with some oil. So we're gonna add that to our ground turkey. I've also got almond flour that we need to add instead of breadcrumbs. We're gonna add in some minced parsley, fresh parsley. I love parsley in meatloaf. And this is Worcestershire sauce. It's only a little bit goes a long way. We've got salt and pepper. And this is an interesting ingredient for meatloaf. We've got chicken broth. It's just gonna make it even more moist. And finally, we've got 2 eggs, essential for meatloaf to bind it all together. So now, just gonna have to go in there and mix it all up. So I forgot to mention that this is 2 pounds of ground turkey. And because this is so moist, and sorry I keep saying that word, I know people hate it. This is going to be really easy to form on our sheet tray over here. Form into a loaf shape. Okay, now for the fun part, we've got a greased sheet pan here. It's a little sheet pan. You could put this in a loaf pan. You could put this in a casserole dish. So I'm just gonna dump this on the loaf pan, and I've almost formed it into a loaf shape. So we're just gonna make sure, and this, you wanna make sure that you get it nice and compact so it stays together. Make sure there's no holes in it. And that is one perfect meatloaf, and now I gotta wash my hands. Okay, the final step for our meatloaf is to put on some ketchup on top. I'm using sugar-free ketchup. So I'm just gonna spoon this on top. You could buy a store-bought sugar-free ketchup, or you could make your own. There are several keto ketchup recipes out there, and there are really good store-bought brands that don't use gross ingredients like, let me think of some, maybe like Sir Kensington's, I'm not sure, I'd have to see. This one is G. Hughes brand, and it's tasty. It does have sucralose in it, so if you want one that doesn't have sucralose, you're gonna have to either make your own or find one that doesn't have sucralose. This is ready for the oven. It's gonna bake in a 350-degree oven for about an hour. You're going to want to make sure this is 165 degrees internal temperature in the center. This turkey meatloaf is out of the oven and it looks amazing. Look at that. So let's garnish this with a little bit more of chopped parsley just to make it pretty. And now let's cut into it and see how beautiful it is on the inside. Oh, look at that. That is perfect. I will see you guys later. Bye.